Hi everyone, this is me, Bijina Regmi, and I am the host of today's podcast. So today we have a really special guest here, and his name is Simon Carriere. Hi Simon.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Okay, let me introduce him. He is a Canadian who was born a global citizen working online as a designer and a full stack developer, right?
Correct.
So if you want to learn about why he has decided to live in Nepal, go read this week's article to learn more. So hi Simon, hi again, can you please introduce yourself?
Again, thanks for having me. So, correct, I'm from Canada. I work online as a web designer and developer. Completely self-taught, learned everything I know online through scattering the webs, YouTube. I code in JavaScript, and yeah. That's me in short.
Wow.
So, actually, I thought since we've already written an article for this week, I thought that maybe we could use this time for maybe a little bit more of a unique way of doing this podcast, but hopefully a little bit more, well, not more, but hopefully to be impactful.
Okay.
So my goal is actually to interview you this week.
Oh my god.
Plot twist. So kind of what I do is I work with charities, and like I said, online, and I give a lot of my time to people that need this professional IT work. By doing that, I've been able to travel the world from New York City to Australia just by being able to help people. And I think we have a tendency to think that, I have to go somewhere else to find opportunities, and we're always kind of struggling to find where to start or kind of how to start a professional career. So I kind of want to use my personal professional experience to hopefully help other students or working professionals get more experience by doing good in the world. So first question, I just had my first visit around the Deerwalk campus, and it's, again, a really incredible campus. I'm just wondering, why did you decide to come here? What was special about Deerwalk?
To be honest, first I wanted to go on an IT field. Then I googled it, best IT colleges of Nepal, and the first there was Deerwalk Institute of Technology. And then I came here, and there was an open house session. First thing I was impressed was by the environment here, and because this college not only focuses on the studies, because I am an extracurricular activities lover, so maybe that's the main reason I was here.
So it offered you an environment that you didn't feel restricted just by the classes, but you had the opportunity of meeting people and working different things, right?
Exactly.
Is this your second year, third year?
It's my second year.
So how many years do you have left?
2.
2 years. What do you think you're going to be doing after 2 years?
To be honest, I have no idea what I am going to do.
So let me ask a different question. Okay. What do you love the most in the world?
I love interacting with people. Though I'm not so good at it, I love meeting new people.
So you're an extrovert?
Kind of.
And then what causes do you really value? Are you an animal person? You said you're already a people person.
Yeah.
Do you care about people? Do you care about what they think? What fascinates you about people?
What really fascinates me about, because everyone has their own perspectives, and I love listening to that. Okay, I basically love people, everything about them. I get a new chance. I get the chance of knowing them, and especially,
Sure. So from that, like you said, you already know that you love interacting with people, learning new things, understanding different perspectives, but you still don't know what you want to do when you know. Are you familiar with any jobs that mix IT and people?
IT and people? No.
So have you heard of human resources? So human resources is essentially being able to find the right people for the right job. Since you're already a people person and you love perspectives, I think that you should look into human resources, personally, right? But today's about finding opportunity and starting now. There's this, I'm just trying to think of the top of my head, because the goal of this for me is really to be able to help you guys kind of start today to build a professional portfolio, to be able to understand where the landscape of opportunities in Nepal specifically is, so you don't necessarily have to go outside. I mean, I think personally that there's so many opportunities in Nepal. So the goal is definitely to find an opportunity for you today.
Okay.
Okay.
So, let's start.
Huncha.
Okay.
So, top of my head, I already know there is so many different startups and different Sano charities and different people working different things that maybe have a difficulty finding the right people or finding the right volunteers.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about, or do you currently volunteer, or you're currently partaking in any?
No. Not really.
Has there been an opportunity given to you?
Given to you?
Outside of the college to be able to help or to volunteer in some sense?
Outside of the college, no.
No? Have you ever went looking for any?
I've not.
Would you like to be partaking in different kind of activities outside of work?
I would love.
Cool. So I'm just going to tell you my personal story really quickly. Just a quick story that I think might be helpful. So when I left Nepal in 2015, I was on my way to spend a couple months in Australia where I had a client that needed me to start work, but I had 1 month in between. So I decided to go to Bali, Indonesia. You know, it seems like the great vacation that on the beach, and you know, it was really wonderful. But I took this opportunity that I would say, okay, you know, I'll enjoy the beach, I'll go surfing. It's an incredible opportunity for me to spend time in Bali. But, you know, I always want to grow professionally, personally. I always want to meet new people. So even though I was on vacation, I made sure to send 10 emails a day.
10 emails?
Every day.
2?
From the beach. 10.
Oh.
Okay. And those 10 emails were from different people that I just Google, like interesting things in Bali or people doing amazing things in Bali. And you know, there was really amazing people. You know, people doing a biofueled bus in Bali, a 16-year-old girl sponsoring, giving uniforms to child that were unfortunate around Indonesia. There was a magnificent school. And I just emailed all these people that were doing amazing things. So maybe I sent, let's say, 100 emails through the course of 2 weeks. Okay. Out of those hundreds, I mean, vaguely, I think I got 50 emails back. And these are from people that are getting millions of views on YouTube and
That's
XYZ. And I kind of learned how to craft this email that, you know, I wasn't really asking anything out of them. I just wanted to talk and understand what they would do and to see if they would give me 5 minutes of their time or 30 minutes of their time. So during that month in Bali, I quickly turned away from the beach and spent every day just meeting new people in the cafes and talking about different perspectives and whatever. So I spent that month and then I went to Australia. 1 year later, this one girl that I interviewed remembered that she remembered she had met me. I had a certain impact on her somehow, I don't know. And she said, hey, you know, we own this clothing line. We want to go to New York City. I remember our interview. And I think you'd be the best fit to lead this in New York City.
Wow.
Right?
That's
so
great.
I went from just wanting to meet random people because I felt influenced, and that also gave me the opportunity to kind of share what I care about or what's my goals in life and, you know, my passion and XYZ. And by just being able to meet those people and constantly, you know, following them on Instagram, like, hey, this is great, you know, just constantly being in touch with them. 2 years later, this opportunity of going to New York City came about. And like, I didn't have any professional skills to offer anything. You know, they just were connected to my passion, everything. So my point of this story is just being able to say, like, you never know. Like, just take the effort of meeting new people. And since you're already a people person, like, send those emails. There's so many amazing things happening in Nepal that, you know, I think at first we're kind of scared or like, oh, why would they talk to me? Or like this anxiety of, you know, imposter syndrome, they call it, right? Not feeling that you're the right person for the job or whatever. You would be surprised about the amount of people that I've met just by sending a random email. I'm a nobody, you know, it's not like I worked in a big company or have any professional skills. It's just I took the time to send that email.
So it's just that one email.
That's one email. And yeah, sending 100 emails probably took me, I don't know, 50 hours out of my holiday in Bali. But anywhere you go in the world, there's amazing people to meet.
Yeah.
Right? So being a people person, what I challenge you to do is starting today. I'm not asking you to write 10 emails a day. I'm just asking you to send one email every single day. Or you can start by every single week. I'm happy to reread the email before you send it every day and just to see if there's opportunities that come your way. And for anyone listening, if whatever your passion is, if you're passionate about animals, if you're passionate about IT, if you believe in, I don't know, deforestations, there's people working every single field in Nepal, but they need help, and your voice matters, and your skills matter.
They do.
So I challenge everyone listening to this to start reaching out, to get outside the comfort zone, to not be stuck in the imposter syndrome, and just gonna go for it. So I strongly believe that, at the start of this episode, you mentioned that you didn't really know what you wanted to do after college.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the reality is that you won't know if you don't put yourself out of the comfort zone, if you don't get exposed to different things, if you don't meet different people, listen to the perspective, and find problems that you care about solving. Any company that is actually solving a problem that they deeply care about, you're going to be so much more passionate and want to be partaking in the company and the movement and the charity and organization. So my whole thing is like, meet people that share similar values to you. Meet companies, talk to companies, visit companies. If they're having an event, go it, and share your passion with people. It's like, I love people. I'm trying to meet as much as people as I can just to understand different perspectives, what they care about. And ultimately, you're going to meet this one person. And that one person is going to connect so deeply with you as to what you care about that you're just going to have, something's going to click inside you. You're just like, I have to do this when I grow up. But you won't be able to get there, and you won't know what you want to do after college unless you go and meet people. It's scary. It's not fun. The first time, you're going to be scared to death sending that email. It doesn't matter. They might not answer you when they go. Right? But it's the process of constantly putting yourself outside the comfort zone, that wherever you are, even if it's online or even if you're in person somewhere, that you know what you care about, and you know how you have to sell yourself and to be able to meet that person when they go. I hope that makes sense. I hope this is impactful. That's me.
Thank you for giving me that suggestion. I will surely go and write an email.
It sounds silly, just how an email can lead to that stuff.
Yeah.
But if you guys are too scared to send an email to somebody else, why don't you email me?
Okay, that would be a better option right now.
That's a good start. I don't know.
Okay, you can share your contacts with everyone else, not only me.
Perfect. So, you can email me at, my personal email is Simon Carriere at iCloud.com. The spelling of my name is hopefully going to be in the podcast title. Yes?
Yes.
I'm getting a nod over there. Cool. So, yeah.
So thank you, Simon. Thank you very, very much for sharing your experiences. And it has surely helped me. And not only me, it will surely help everyone out listening who are so confused about what to do with life. And I will surely get out of my comfort zone, and I am going to write an email to someone so that this will help me decide what to do after my graduation. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.